everybody, it's Doug. This probably looks very familiar to you, and I hadn't intended that. It seems like everybody is picking the 6121 today. Yeah, I know it's a master, but this ProSeries is a pretty challenging lock. I have picked this hundreds of times, yet I have never opened it up. I really want to see what's inside of it. So yesterday I said, I'm going to pick that for Stock Lock Sunday. And maybe as a good sign, we happen to be at the park, social distancing, wearing our mouth coverings, face coverings. And I noticed a gate that had one of these hanging on it. So I thought, yeah, that's a sign. I should be doing that. Well, I woke up this morning all ready to do my video, and their keyless entry has picked and gutted a 6121. Then Pocket Women picked a 6121. So we're all of the same frame of mind, but since Australia is so far ahead time-wise, Australia is also way ahead of me. Well, let's take a look at this here. And there is the lovely keyway, and with that, well, that is some Bill Bacardi bidding right there, even though this is a stock lock. Up, down, up, down, up, down. So let us get this into the vise. Pick it, and I'll see if I can give you some tips along the way. And then we'll gut it and see exactly what's going on inside. So a couple of things. I'll also improve the lighting. Number one is that this keyway, your best bet is to attack from this warding right over here, rather than trying to come in from the bottom. You get a better attack on the pins. And to help with that, even though it's not a good fit, bottom of keyway tension will actually fill that gap. Now, whoops, of course I can't get in there with the stupid guard in there. The other thing about this is that bottom of keyway tension keeps you from missing that first pin. Not required. You can use top of keyway, but just watch out because that first pin is right behind your top of keyway tensioner if you go for that top of keyway tensioner. I'm going to try to throw a false set-o-meter on here for you because you'll see some definite false sets as we pick. But you know what? Let's see. My hand's going to be in your way. Nope. Okay, tell you what. I am going to do you guys a favor and pick with top of keyways so I can do the false set-o-meter and show you those false sets as we go, and also counter rotation as I start to pick past. So, goodbye that. I'll be coming from a slightly different angle, but let's see what we've got. Pin 1, nothing. Pin 2, a couple of clicks. Pin 3, oh, 2 solid clicks. Pin 4, a couple of clicks. And then some false set right there. Let's go back to pin 1. Watch that counter rotation. Up and over the spool. I had to actually lighten my tension to make sure that spool passed through. Pin 2 is just, there we go. Now, tip number 2, make sure your top of keyway tensioner is nice and tight. I believe I used a 45 thousandths here. Too loose and you're not going to have full cork control. And this thing that will actually, it's got such a strong spring here that this thing is actually going to go flying out on you just as you get that last pin picked. But also, because of that tight core spring, you're going to find that you may have already picked this and not realize it. Double check once in a while to see if you might have it picked already. So back to 1, back to 2, okay, on to 3, and I just got to click as I hit 3. I'm also getting counter. I slid off the pin there, so I may have lost something. Okay, got myself still false setting, so I'm still inside of a spool. 1, nothing. 2, nothing. 3. Okay, it looks like 4. Okay, and I'm lightening my tension because I can see that I'm on a spool. I just got to find where it is. Oh, it's right behind the pin, right behind the tensioner. Pin 1. Lighten my thumb a little bit. Get it up and over the spool and test it, and sure enough, we are in. So, let's take a look inside. Let's see exactly what we've got here. Pull the shackle. Okay, just found the guard at the bottom fell out, and there is our, that's an interesting thing. Usually when you get inside these here, you never know which way to orient the lock content, but there it is. It's actually cut out for you, so there's only one way to put that in. Beautiful. Okay, well, there's the body. Let's get ourselves inside here. Get my patented, well, let's get the keys and lock it back up. And my patented gut wrench. Basically, I just take the tips of my pinning tweezers and push that out. Oh, dough. Upside down. There is that. We definitely should not ignore the need for a shim. All right, and I think, let's see if this plug follower will fit. Yes, there we go. Oh, look at those beautiful pins. So, of course, it is, zoom a little bit, pinned to 5, drilled for 6. And every one of those needed to be picked once we take the key out. Pin 1. 2, 3, 4. I love when they flip upside down for you. Number 5. And time to have a look in the Bible. See if we can do this without destroying things. Okay, spool. I'll let you get a look behind me there while I'm doing this. Number 2 is a spool. I think we got room to reach for 3. Three is also a spool. Okay, flip it around. 6 will be empty, of course. And there's number 5, which is a serrated. And number 6 just shot out the back along with a spring, or number 4. Let me see if I can find it. We know it's going to be a spool anyways, but let me just see if it's nearby. There it is. Okay, so digging in deep, we've got ourselves standard pins all the way along, no serrations anywhere on them. And some beautiful spools, very, very sharp, nice clean spools. 2, 3, 4, all the same size spools, and then number 5 is that serrated. Alrighty, so there you go. Inside that 6121, and as I recall, this is not a surprise because that's exactly what Keyless Entry found inside of his. Thank you all for watching. I do appreciate it. And while we're here, we'll let you see one of the springs since it popped out. Nothing unusual, just a standard steel spring. But thank you everybody for watching, and everybody, I appreciate your support. Thanks to all of my new subscribers, and thanks to every one of you for watching. Please do like the video if you find it interesting. Do subscribe if you're not already a subscriber on the channel, and most importantly, I love to hear your comments, and I do my best to answer them all. Thank you all. Have a great Stock Lock Sunday, and stay safe and healthy.